Hello, Serge here from the back porch. Got a great tip today I think that's going to help you get the vertical swing. As you know, the peak performance golf swing is described as a 3/4 limited turn swing. So we want to swing the club up to 3/4. Parallels here. We're only 3/4 because that gives us a golf swing that is only up and down. If you go to parallel, your backswing goes up, down, up, down. And we know that the more angles you have, the more problems you have. The second part of the 3/4 swing is that it's vertical. It's a limited turn vertical swing. We turn only to the toe line, but the key is we turn to the toe line and then straight up, and it's vertical. The purpose for being vertical is that vertical, the club is light. It is in harmony with gravity. It makes gravity our best friend. Gravity, we are playing in accordance with it. We're not fighting it, because if you fight gravity, ultimately you're going to lose. It just makes the job a lot harder. So we want gravity doing everything it can to help us. So one of the things I think that becomes difficult about making a vertical swing, is general instruction today wants your club basically over here, which is about parallel to where it was at its address position, and that, as we know, is the heavy club. It is flat, it is laid off, and very many times, once your club starts going flat and laid off, the momentum pulls your body into a bigger turn, even if you're trying to make the limited turn over the toe line. But here's a new thought that's going to help you do this. The golf club, we want it vertical. If you get up here and you make a vertical swing, now I know you can't see my toes right now, but I think it's obvious you know where my toes are relative to my body. They're just slightly in front, and right now, where is this golf club in the shaft, the butt of the club pointing? It is pointing straight down. If my left arm is over my toe line, this butt is pointing at the toe line. So as I came back here and started lifting it up, my club is running or pointing at a line in front of my toes, where my toes are on. And as I start to swing it down, it stays on the toe line until I get to the point where I hit the ball, and then as I go into forward catcher's mitt, and now my back arm is over the toe line, as I start swinging up, the club is running the toe line again, the butt of the club. Now, why is that important? It's important because many instructions, theories believe that at the top of the backswing, once you start the club up, the club should be running the aiming line. I've even heard some instruction where it says it wants the club above the aiming line or out from the aiming line. How flat is that getting? Okay? But the simple answer is you take it back and lift it straight up. Again, if we come in here and we do what I call the test to prove that you're vertical, which is taking the oath. If I stand here and I take my oath, basically where are my hands? They're basically just about dead down, where when I put the club in it, it's pointing at the toe line. So I think the big thing for today's lesson is that start thinking about your club running your toe line. Once you get in the catcher's mitt and then toe up and then you lift up the tree, it's running the toe line, it's down the toe line. As you approach impact, once you approach impact and the back arm is over the toe line, the club runs up the forward, into the forward mitt and up the tree, up the toe line, and recoils back. Get the butt of your club, or the whole shaft of your club, but especially the butt, running your toe line. We don't want it in between the toes and the aiming line. We certainly don't want it at the aiming line, and we absolutely don't want it pointing above the aiming line. So get your club in the mitt and up the tree, and then back down to impact, and then in the mitt and the forward tree, running the toe line, and I guarantee you, you'll start hitting the ball much more solid, straight, and longer, and that's the way to shoot lower scores. Well, that's it for the search today on running the toe line with your shaft to hit better golf shots. And I'll be talking to you all again soon.